Hi everyone, Sister Bingham. You're probably wondering why you didn't get personal feedback this week. The reason why is that I've been through all of your designs, and so many of you are not understanding the concepts. So instead of just saying the same thing over and over again, I thought I'd just do it as a group this week. And you were graded not as hard this week because I understand a lot of you are just stepping into a new territory on how to create a design. Some of you are still struggling with values. A lot of you don't understand overlapping or negative shapes. So let me point out some of the important things that I'm looking for. Of course, you created thumbnail sketches, but some thumbnail sketches are better than others. I want you to use shapes for these next assignments, geometric shapes. It will be a lot easier for you. And I want you to think of filling up the space. A lot of you are just floating things in the center of the format. The format's the shape of your painting or your drawing. I want you to use, I know it says here, 3 values. We wanted to be very simple. One from the very lightest end of the scale, one from the darkest end of the scale, and a medium value. But now we want you to use 5 to 7 values starting on your compositions for week 8. You'll use a variety of middle values and always use one from the low end and one from the high end. Repetition, we all know what that is. That's repeating a shape or a color or a line. Overlapping, you need to go watch the value video and the overlapping video. A lot of you are stacking. You won't get the points, and it's not effective. It's like a stack of pancakes. Think of the pancakes that are cascaded out onto your plate where they're overlapping. If you go watch those 2 videos, you can earn 10 extra credit points, and it's only 3.5 minutes of your time. The other thing is that you don't understand still negative shapes. A lot of you are struggling with that. And I think the reason why you're struggling is because you don't run your shapes off of the edges. You need to touch at least 2 edges or 3 edges and trap negative shapes. And some of you also did it digitally, and it needs to be done in acrylics. And really watch your craftsmanship. So with that said, let's get into a composition that is an A1 to help you understand and to visualize what we're looking for. This is an A composition. First off, this person has ran shapes off the edges. This kind of a long, skinny, rectangular shape she's ran off the edge, and here we have a negative shape that is trapped. And even this line running off the edge creates another small, interesting negative shape. She's even ran this curved shape off of the page, and she's ran it underneath and had the circle overlapping on top of, creating this curved negative shape. And then because of this line intersection here, we create another negative shape. Very, very interesting. And what's so interesting about this piece is the repetition that she has in curves. Can you see? First off, we have repetition and variation in the circles. And we have what we call dominance and subordination. And I understand some of you don't understand that principle yet. But you see that this circle is the most dominant thing because it's the most intensified. It's the most saturated color. These circles are what we call, they're desaturated. They've lowered the intensity. They've dulled those circles. That's what we were doing in week 6 when we were working with color saturation. And that sets them off into the background. We're looking for color saturation every week now. Use lighter colors, duller colors in the background, and your most intensified colors in the foreground. These curves are reminiscence here, and she has what we call really good eye movement. It brings us right back into her focal point. The focal point is what we call the center of interest, where our eyes are drawn to. She's got some really good overlapping. This curved shape, again, is running off the edge, is overlapping these circles here. They're not stacked on top of each other like pancakes. There again, we have a variation in values. We have some very, very dark values, and then we have some lighter ones. And she's got the lighter ones here in the background to make even her focal point come forward. I don't want to say anymore because I don't want to confuse you anymore. But if you go watch those videos, I think they will help you. You need to take time on when you do your thumbnail sketches and use geometric shapes, and don't complicate this your design. Think of simplicity. If you put a lot of texture in the background, that's going to be way too busy, and you're not going to see what's going on in the foreground. So you've got to really make that simple, more subordinate, to set back the background, and then things will come forward. There again, touch edges. Touch at least 2 edges or 3 edges of your format. Again, the format is the shape of your drawing paper or your canvas. If you have questions, again, please let me know. Again, I'm going to put a plug in for those videos. Watch both of those videos because they will help you. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'm here to help you. Bye-bye.